Alright guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to paint this piece right here. What's up guys, we're back in the yard. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a piece for my homie Phil. He asked me to hit him up today. He sent me a little letter basically telling me, yo man, I can't dance, I can't talk. The only thing about me, baby, is the way that I walk. And I was like, I feel you on that, baby, I feel you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit him up, give him a little bit of love, you know what I'm saying? I already got it sketched out because I got here a little bit early. First, tactical snacking. Alright guys, we've been going through our color spectrum right now. I know you guys are waiting for that 90s color pack, but I wanna make sure that's all complete because not all 90s colors are fluorescent, vibrant, crazy, you know, shades like Saved by the Bell logo or whatever, you know what I mean, Fresh Prince. That stuff is good too. So what we're gonna do is try to get in a different vein of 90s. Think like Seinfeld's jacket, Seinfeld shirts, maroon Honda Accords, a green Chrysler Sebring. You know, these are all very 90s things too. And so I got a color spectrum here of these other great 90s shades. Of course, we got those dark reds that you love. I got some aubergine I'm gonna be using for my outline, and this is great. This is the 90s color, if you've ever seen one, man. It's like a dark, dark purple. Very, very 90s. And we're gonna go deep into the greens as well. I got a little vanilla, which I thought it was a really nice shade. The fur green. There's your car color right there. These are some really great car colors right here. And of course, I got some menthol in the mix as well. And oh, just to make things interesting, we're gonna be using some Rusto on this wall because I thought we might give Rusto a little bit of love, and people want to see those caps still. People asking about them Rusto caps. Of course, I brought my respirator today. My new thing, wear a respirator, try to cuss less. Betterment, 2017. Alright guys, like I said, I went ahead and did a quick little outline of my piece because we're kind of in a hurry today, so I apologize. We'll do it outlined in the video next time. But the thing about Phil is I really like this name because it has a lot of very vertical lines going through it, you know what I mean? And it allows me a lot of opportunity to have like negative space, you know, and I like a name that has a lot of negative space because then we can really freak around with the background and stuff like that. And of course it allows me to do the most obnoxious connections possible. I know someone's really mad about this right now. Someone on the internet's hating this. I love it. I love it. Always break the rules. Do stuff that's really crazy. If you're making the old guys mad, you're doing graffiti right. That's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. We're doing like a simple piecing style with simple basic connections for young people so they can see how it goes. And I'll show you some of the basics. So again, we got the P going right here, right? And when I'm doing these letters, you know, I just kind of think about it like a throwy that's been blocked out. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't that kind of look like a throwy P right there? And then at the bottom, you know, I did a little swoopy coming out right here because you got to have an arrow, guys. The arrow is there to protect your piece. You gotta have arrows coming out both sides, like swords. Like you guys are Spartans in a phalanx, you know what I mean? Like you're ready with your spears. You know, you got the guy kneeling with his shield. You got the guy behind him with the spear. You know, and then you got the guys behind him like that. This is my spearman right here. He's protected. I made a little connection right here to connect the P to that because I thought that was kind of fun. And I just ran that connection all the way through to the other side. So it gives it like a strong foundation. Even though this is a very, very simple, basic style, it still has some foundational points to it. You know what I'm saying? Mask off? Nah, fuck it, mask up. I mean, oh yeah, that's not the song goes. I gotta say it, sorry. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started with our fill. We got the menthol light with the Lego cap ready to rock. I gotta tell you guys, I really love these new oranges. They are fantastic. Oh. Very, very nice cover. Looking good. Now again, I'm wearing a mask because we're trying to do the mask thing, but I gotta tell you, as far as odor goes, this is a very, very low odor paint. So kudos to Molotov for that one. Gorgeous, bloody gorgeous. Look at that. All right, you notice right here, I'm not gonna fill that in with this because I wanted the bottom of the top part of the P to be a little bit lower. It's purely an aesthetic choice. Some people may like it, some don't, but I don't want this here. That's gonna be background, negative space. All right, sick guys, so I got a can of Rustoleum. This color is called Satin Moss Green. We're gonna go ahead and add that in our fill right now. I got an AP female fat cap, and if you notice, this is all you need from the female fat cap. If you're not mounting it on the can like this, you are doing it wrong. Again, if you're not mounting this on the can exactly like this, you are doing it wrong. The cap only comes in one mold. We cannot make another mold for the cap. So make sure you break off that other part, because if you're not, it's not gonna work. And you see how I pushed it down nice and firmly? Still having people having trouble with that. So remember guys, just push it down till it sprays, make sure you really stick it on there, and you won't have any problems. You have a great, wonderful cap. So let's go ahead and start filling it in. It's really amazing how far the Europeans have come along and how stagnant the American paint companies have been, you know. And it's funny because I got a lot of guys who are like, Rusto for life, rah, rah, rah. And it's like these guys have, what's it called, Stockholm syndrome. You know what I mean? Like when you start to sympathize with your captor or the person who oppresses you. That's what I feel about the writers who crave Rustoleum, because this is not covering nearly as good as an equivalent Molotow or Flame Color. It's just not. Now, you might be thinking it's the cap, and it is a softer spray, but it's just, it might just be this one shade, but I just find it to be rather watery in comparison, especially comparing it to that menthol that I just used in the Flame Orange. Gotta get your shit together, Rusto. Female valve, better formulas. As you can see right here, I got these two pieces broken in half, you know, and I got this little breaker bar right here to almost kind of hold it together like someone made a repair. You feel me? This is a great way to join stuff together. Very easy. Now here's the thing, we're doing like a 3-color fill, right? So in reality, this part right here should probably be the same color as that. But we want to create some definition. I think what I'm gonna do is actually fill this turquoise down further. I'm sorry, menthol. I'm gonna fill the menthol down a little bit further, just to kind of create a contrasting area. So that might not match over there, but you know what? It's art. You can do whatever you want. God, I really want to stay true to my roots and really like this Rusto can, but I honestly hate it. I hate to say that, but I just hate it. I hate using it. I hate how it smells. I hate how it covers. I hate how it's inconsistent. I don't like it. I just don't like it, guys. I hate it. Baby, you gotta shake your cans, son. Don't forget to shake your cans. If you don't shake your cans, if you don't shake your cans, an angel dies. Don't forget that. All right, so I just grabbed this off the shelf. This is the new flame formula, so don't be surprised if you see that it says synthetic. The factory in Greece accidentally used some of the wrong cans. I know we're like the redhead stepchild of the graffiti world over here, always getting the cast-offs. But the paint inside is gorgeous, man. It's a gorgeous shade of green. But let's go ahead and see how it looks on the wall. All right, boys, we're gonna be rocking that Lego cap again. I love this Lego cap on the flame orange. Let's go ahead and rock it. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. That's how paint's supposed to look. See this, Rustoleum? See this? Oh, it's gorgeous.
computer again. I was like, alright, I'll put it on there because I need it.
Just trying to save hard drive space because I'm constantly having to remove stuff.
Yeah. hate this stuff.
You know, if this was Walmart paint doing this, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but these cans cost like $4, man. Like, get it together, Rusto. Like, it's just, I mean, this is a compatibility issue, mind you, it is, but this shit takes forever to dry. Put some more acetone in your paint, Rustoleum, so it dries quicker. Sucky. Alright, in the last video there was a little bit of controversy regarding how I put my splash in before my 3D. And someone said I did it wrong. And again, you can layer it however you want, but I am going to show different techniques and different ways to do it. But the one thing is, what I was planning on doing was a simple, like, just an extra fat line 3D on the piece, and then later on I decided and changed my mind, I was going to do a drop down 3D piece. So in reality I did do it correct. If you're just doing a simple thicker line 3D, you do your splash first. And that's what I'm gonna do today. Let's do it. All right guys, let me show you a little trick here. This is what I call Green Ranger's instant can starter. And what this is basically a calligraphy cap. And I pulled the stem out, and if you look inside, I actually drilled the hole out a little bit bigger on the inside. You can see that in there. So it's double the size, the exit pupil that's inside there's double the size of what it normally is. Also, I cut the stem slot pretty far. Do you see how it's all cut on the inside of there on the stem slot? I made it double the size as well. And what that does is if there's any acrylic resins, that's very common in a lot of these acrylic paints, you'll see a little bit of a little acrylic resin in there. That'll make sure it shoots right out and your can's ready to go. And you can do this with a Montana can, a Molotov can, a flame can, pretty much any kind of paint. Very great way to go. Because remember, these cans are highly pigmented. There's much more pigment than your American paints. They need to be shaken properly. And sometimes you get a little bit of that resin in the straw, might clog up your thin tip. So you don't want to clog your thin tips, right? So do this first. And I know some people are like, oh, just use a fat cap. No, this works better, substantially better. So let's go ahead and do a quick little spray here. You ready? Do this. Let me do another spray over this way. She's ready to go. All right, I got that Lego cap with the flame orange in that crazy cherry. One of my favorite colors, crazy cherry. Let's go ahead and start doing our splash.
Oh man, that looks good. Man, I love this red.
Can we just stop for a moment and talk about how gorgeous Crazy Cherry is? Because it just comes out like butter. It's like literally butter in a can. Red butter, if that's possible. I mean, it really is. I mean, I love you so much. All right.
Yeah, that's literally butter, baby. You used literally wrong. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, look at that. Go, go baby, go. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Looking good.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm like barely holding on to the cap right now. I'm going like very light. Look how light you can go with these flame orange cans. You can go very, very light, but you could also open them up. But you could also go very light. The valve on these flame orange cans is phenomenal, man. I've never seen a valve like this. It's a really amazing valve.
I can fix that.
Got to do the Ranger trick. Get those last dregs out of her, baby.
Not bad. All right, let's get another can. What were they doing in Seattle? Just visiting?
Yep.
One thing I've noticed, guys, is the red will struggle a little bit on the black, but that's pretty normal. I don't know a single red that doesn't do this a bit, but usually after the second coat, it should be fine. Just make sure it's nice and thick over the black parts. Right up. There we go. Normal for red, guys, normal for red. Alright, 6. So I had to go ahead and make a mid-piece change. I think what I'm going to do is use a little bit of this aqua light, I think it is, or light blue. I'm sorry, this is light blue. I'm going to go ahead and use the light blue in all this white area, just to kind of fill in the white space. I'm using the Lego cap again. Same Lego cap as before. Been using the same one this whole time. Make sure you shake your cans. Hashtag shake your cans.
Oh man, look at that color. That's gorgeous. Look at that coverage, baby. Look at that. Oh, but it's buffed out, Green Ranger. Well, yeah, it was buffed out for the Rusto, too. What's up with that? Let's do a spiral.
So I know my paint guys out there love that. The people who love to watch the paint go down. I know who you are out there.
I know who you are.
It's soothing for you, isn't it? It's like ASMR in visual form.
Add more splash over here.
got to give a shout out to this light blue, bro, because it's pretty dank. Really, really digging it. I don't remember it in the synthetic line. I think there was this shade, but if for some reason this one looks a little bit more brighter and more vibrant than that light blue I remember. I could be wrong. So if someone out there in TV land wants to correct me, by all means. So we're at the outline point, and I had a young man who was asking me about how to do his outlines better, and a lot of kids have been asking me about this. A lot of it's about can control and whatnot, but there's also some tricks you can do to create better lines and whatnot, and I'm going to show them to you right now. What you're going to do is you want to follow all the way through your letter to create a sharper line. Watch, I'll show you right now. Alright, so you know, you're just outlining your piece like normal, right? But instead of stopping, watch this. Run it all the way through. Does that make sense, guys? Like that. And then you'll get sharper, more consistent lines. And look, I'm naturally stopping there, but I can't help it. But I want to show you guys the technique. So I'm going to do that through the whole piece, so you can see what I'm talking about. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this technique in a very exaggerated fashion. That way you can clearly see what's going on here. If I was doing this in practice, I would probably only do it in parts where I'm having a little trouble with multiple intersecting lines, right? You guys feel me on that? Because I know someone's gonna comment. So let's go ahead and keep going with this. And again, this is aubergine, also known as eggplant. I struggle with this, it always drives me nuts. That's why I like to paint floaters. Alright, so here's the next step. What we're going to do is all those intersecting points, we're going to cut them right down. I'm just kind of moving along as I go, and I forgot that when I initially started to do this piece, I wasn't planning on showing this technique requiring me to cut back. So I only brought enough can of this green to do my fill. I don't have enough to cut back with it, so we're going to have to improvise. Let's get the Rustoleum. We'll come back with this color over there. So as you can see right here, the aubergine did cut out a little bit on me. Got a little overspray right here, but what's really cool is we can just cut back right on that. And as you can see here, we got nice clean cuts on there. We got pretty decent cuts on here. I might have to cut back a little bit right there with that, but no big deal. I'm moving pretty loosely, pretty quickly. Now as you see, the technique is sound, the technique works. There you go. Man, look at this wind. Like half my paint's going this way. Let's go ahead and lace in our outline, guys. I think we've been enough with that little cutback technique. Let's get going, let's get done, let's get to work. What I'm gonna be doing is just a simple mini 3D. Just like that. Very, very small. Save you on the paint. If you're on a budget, great way to go to get a little 3D effect without breaking the bank. Who says 3Ds have to be a foot long? I didn't say that. That's for sure.
Oh, we gotta fix that right there. Just fill that in right there.
we are just about done with our 5-color piece, but I want to do some just little tiny shines on top. Well, maybe not so tiny. I'm gonna use a fat cap on it. Kind of a fat cap, the Lego. But one thing I want to mention is, if you put a little bit of thought into a simple color piece with like very, very limited color spectrum, because some of you guys are working on that, if you plan ahead, plan accordingly, you can do it in a way with a dark to light fade up to the top, and that'll kind of give you the effect of a shine as well. You almost don't even have to put shines on it. But let's go ahead and drop some shines. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I already see a few things I want to cut back on, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Treat it like a freight train. It just walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and put some shines on it. All right, let's do some hit offs. I got some apricot right here. Let me hit off my boy Danner. Been seeing him on the Instagram lately. Looks like he's doing really good lately, and I want to give him some love. Dude, Danner. Of course, Beehive. Beehive always gets a hit off. Put an X over that. Ooh, almost forgot what I was writing. How could I forget? Beautiful. AB. You hit up my dude Demo. He's Demo too. Kind of like Coke 2. But no one remembers Coke 1. How could I forget? Hit off Art Primo. Your #1 source. You notice how I just say your #1 source now? Not just graffiti. We're your #1 source for everything. Alright. I think that's good, guys. Alright, guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I certainly did. This is a great opportunity to try out some of the new colors. Also, to show you some simple techniques about how to sharpen up your lines when you're painting your piece. Also, showing how you can do a piece with just 5, 6 colors. I think we did 6 on this one, right? Yeah. Very, very simple color spectrum. You don't have to go too crazy. You know, a lot of you guys might just have a few cans, so I think the best way to go is to do these simple pieces with simple color spectrums. That way you guys can see what you can do on a small amount of paint. Literally used 6 cans. And you know what? These reds are a little bit empty. The green is empty. The blue is full. The green is still full. And the aubergine is almost empty. And guys, I gotta tell you, this aubergine takes the place of your black. If you want to try something other than black, check it out. It's dark like the black, but it has a bit of a tone to it, which makes it very, very nice. Black replacement right here, guys. Aubergine, top notch. Of course, we did some shines. Gotta love the white. And I gotta tell you, the new valve on the Flame Orange is phenomenal. I don't know what they did to it, but I think, and I'm not the only one who thinks this, I think the valve on the new Flame Orange is better than what's on the Flame Blue. Molotov might tell me I'm wrong, but this is my perception in using the product. I love the new orange, and I'm probably gonna use it more than the blue these days. Now, you low pressure guys, you might wanna stick to your blue, but for me, nothing finer than the Flame Orange paint right now. Let's go ahead and close out this video. Inky wants to go home and get some lunch. I wanna go get some lunch. We got some paperwork to do at the office, and the ladies over there have a lot for me to do. My job isn't just doing videos, guys. So anyways, thank you very much. I love you guys. I hope you guys are out there painting. I hope you guys are motivated to paint. I hope you guys are feeling inspired to get out there and do something, because this is your one life. Remember, you have one life. So go paint the world while you're here. Anyways, and this is GR. I'm signing out. Artprimo.com, your number one source, baby. Artprimo.com, 206-365-4083. 206-365-4083. We're artprimo.com. We got all the gear. We got all the homies there waiting to talk to you. Just give us a call, 206-365-4083. We give good phone, baby. We give good phone. Holler at your boy. Peace.